Hey guys, this is Ronnie from Asiatic Wares. Welcome back for another video. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm sharing the September 2022 Bargain Bead Box with the theme Misty Rose. This month's box is inspired by the early autumn sunrise. The palette is composed of soft pinks with hints of mauve and red. The centerpiece is a rose quartz go-go pendant with coordinating rose quartz beads in multiple sizes. There's 20 pink rhodonite and colorful assembled shell rounds that will add to the variety of pink tones, along with sparkling crystal, glass, and porcelain accents. Antique copper findings and classic floral round motifs complete the collection. Let me get this open and we'll see how it looks. First up, we have a 15-inch strand of 6mm rose quartz round beads. These seem to be very consistent in shape. Everything looks like it's perfectly round, but there is some variation in the color. There are some that are a little bit more cloudy than others, and it seems like there's some variation in colors in here, so you can add to some uniqueness in any piece that you make. Next, we have a meter of 2.7mm jewelry chain, steel jewelry chain in the antique copper finish. It is lead-free, nickel-free, and cadmium-free. Here we have a 7.5-inch strand of 8x5mm glass rondelle beads with the icy pink color. So that's a pale pink color, which is a good, you can see the contrast there. Next, we have a 10mm strand of assembled shell and turquoise resin beads. And in these pink beads, we have, you can see flecks of gold. We got some darker color in there that kind of gives it a nice, just a nice appeal. I like this. Next, we have 10 pieces of pressed glass flower cap beads with a milky pink color. And these kind of have a, they look like a toy, actually. They look like a child's toy. And at first glance, they came off a little plasticky in the way they look. They just look like plastic, but you can tell that they're not. They almost look like little suction cups. Next up, we have 10 pieces of go-go charms. I'm not quite sure why they call them go-go charms, but they look like little round spacers. Like, I don't know, like they're like large hole spacers, but they're flat. They're not the interior circle. I mean, they're not uniform all the way around. So they're not, the inside hole is not the same. I don't even know how to describe it. It's not the same. It's not uniform all the way around. It's not centered. That's what we're looking for. Okay. The interior hole is not centered, but it is, I mean, it's nice. I don't know. I just wonder why they call them go-go charms. I would love to know that. But anyhow, there's 10 pieces of these. Here we have 2 pieces of a floral round chandelier links. I like the etched design that's inside, that's in there. If you can see the detail on there. I like that. That's very nice. And these again are chandelier links. And we have 2 of these. Here we have a 48mm floral cutout round medallion pendant. And if you can see there, you have a couple of different little cutouts in there. And in the center, it looks like a flower. Next up, we have 24 pieces of a 9mm scalloped bead caps. Nothing special here, just some bead caps. We've seen them all before. Scalloped edges, 9mm. 24 pieces. Next we have 11 by 10 millimeter ornate round coin spacer beads. These are, they have some weight to them and they're a little thicker than usual. What you would expect from a spacer bead. They're a little thicker, rather ornate, and a little different. Here we have an 8-inch strand of 6 millimeter 20 pink rhodonite round beads. And in these we have some shades of pink with a little beige in there. Kind of looks like a sand color. Here we have a 14-inch strand of 3 millimeter round glass beads with a matte metallic peacock red color. That's a lot. That's a lot. But if you see there, we have there's some red. It's like shades of red and pink in there, and that metallic color gives it a little golden but matted sheen to it. Here we have a 40 millimeter rose quartz go-go pendant. So I'm looking at the shape of the pendant, and I see the shape and it's similar to the charms here. It's probably not focusing, but those charms there, it has the same shape. Here we have a 10-piece strand of 10 millimeter frosted rose quartz beads in a round shape. Next we have 6 pieces of a 12.5 millimeter pearl pink porcelain round beads. These have a nice little sheen to them. Highly polished, very nice. Here we have a 13.5-inch strand of approximately 3 millimeter crystal rondelle beads in a pink jade and copper color. And that's real jazzy. That's just what I get when I see disco. It's giving me disco and jazzy, and I like it. I like that. Next we have 5 sets of hook and eye clasps. Here we have a 7.5-inch strand of 8 millimeter faceted rose quartz round beads. And lastly, we have about 100 pieces, give or take, I would guess, but a 4 millimeter steel spacer beads with an antique copper finish. So there's a quick look at what was received in this month's Bargain Bead Box. This is September 2022 with the theme of Misty Rose. The approximate total retail value for this was $74. As always, the subscription box, I believe, is $17.95 per month. So I'll have a link in my description box. If you're interested, then you can use my link. You can get your subscription started, or just get one box just to try it out for yourself. I have had a good time with Bargain Bead Box over the last few years, and I will likely continue to use them for various projects. Again, I'd like to thank you for joining me today. I hope you did enjoy this video. Come back again for my next one, and until then,